All right, Dave. Anytime. Go for it, Dave.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to In the Neighbourhood. It's a Monday morning, and it's a new month. June the 1st, you're listening to the guitar stylings of the great Russ Broom, along with Mandy, Stobo, and Jim Button. It's a fun week we get to have this week. First of all, Jimmy, how you doing? What's going on?
Sorry, my earbuds fell out.
You're like the old guy. Watch that. What?
Well, is anybody else hearing this reverb? I'm trying to get rid of it.
We sound very like we're all in a stadium right now.
Live from McMahon Stadium. It's perfect.
Oh yeah, it's it, McMahon. This is a big stage.
Can you make some announcements, Jim?
Welcoming next up, number 45, Steve McQueen.
Great.
Steve McQueen. I like Steve.
I think the sound's been fixed.
No, it still sounds echoey to me, but that's just me.
No, you're right. It is bad.
And weighing in at 230 pounds.
There we go. Awesome.
Jim Button. Hey, look, folks, today, first of all, quick around the horn check-in emotionally. I found it's been a hard weekend with things going on in the States, things going on with COVID. It's just tricky, isn't it? Don't you guys find?
God, where are the murder hornets? You know, like, we've totally forgotten about the murder hornets.
Back when all we had to worry about was murder hornets.
God, what is going on with our world, man? What a
crazy.
Shame. You know, this is a COVID show. Like this show, it's going to go on. Our show's going to go on forever, and we're going to just be watching all these tumultuous things going on. We got Hong Kong going on.
Yeah,
you know, it's a bad time to be looking at the news. It feels like.
Yeah.
Eventually, I think what we're going to do is put ourselves
one,
under our beds and do the show from there.
Yeah. I think it's good. That's great, Mandy. I saw that on the weekend. Well done.
Beautiful. Thank you. Well, it's just so shocking. Everything is like I just can't believe it. Every time I put on the news, I can't believe it.
You know what's really interesting? Have you ever gone down? Like I really work hard to make sure I go down, you know, the left wing and the right wings because it seems so divided. You go down both sides. You know, like if you stay on one side, you can start believing that side.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
totally.
the truth is such a mess. There is no. Yeah. There is no middle ground there. It's the Antifa or, you know, like, it's terrible. Just wild to watch. Wild to watch that nobody trusts anybody anymore down there.
Yeah.
This is what I do on the show on DKL is Mandy and Jim and I just laugh. But if I need the steady rock who always knows what's going on, I look at Russ. So Russ, can you please just be the steady guy that gives us the just encapsulate the entire world for us in a sentence? Could you do that for us, Russ?
Sure. ABC, always be kind.
Don't be spelling. Always be kind.
Oh.
Yeah. And finish school.
Well, here's how we're going to turn our frowns upside down. And it is not to make light of any situation. I do think that COVID has added a layer of stress to everyone's lives, and then everything else just gets amplified, right? How the dishwasher goes just gets amplified to how the world gets along gets amplified because everyone's already a little bit on edge. So today, let's talk about grads because there's a bunch of people in our city right now, parents and young people, who are like, I'm supposed to graduate this year, and what the heck is going on with my world? Can I just have a grad where we talk about grad and not worry about it? So this week, it's our last week. I was talking to Gary who's running Drive Through Grad with a great team. This is the last week to register. So we want a bunch of people to get out there at Drive Through Grad 2020 and then register, and then we'll have a grad for you. And we're going to be putting on some great grads. And as part of that, Jim, maybe you can start us off. I do want to chat with Mandy too, but maybe Jim, you can start us off with a grad picture of yours. And I got a couple of questions for you. But first, let's, I don't know what order we can put them in. But can we just start with that, and then we'll do our crafts and everything else in a sec. But I just want to do one Jim grad picture. Do we have one of those we can show, Mandy? Sorry, I'm throwing everything.
We do. No, that's totally fine. We got a few from the amazing Jim Button. I think we'll start young, and we'll go.
Yes, yes. That's when I first started my first business.
Oh, good.
I didn't know you were Doctor Who. That's
Doctor. That was JP Enterprises. I was doing deliveries at the time.
Yeah.
You're so sweet. This one is. I've already printed it out and put it on my wall.
That's an unfortunate haircut for sure.
Yeah.
Let there be no doubt. And those wings on that shirt are spectacular, aren't they?
Yeah. Those are 737s.
All right.
There's my high school grad right there, grade 13.
That was
John A. McDonald. Yeah.
That's grade 4.
Grade 13. Yeah. I wasn't shaving. I certainly wasn't shaving.
Well, we're going to come back to some grad stories in just a bit because I got some questions for all of us to answer. But I know there's also been some people that say, I don't want to worry about graduation. I want to smile, and I need some crafts. Is there anyone who can help us with crafts?
I can help you with a semi-okay craft.
Oh.
Yes. Welcome, everybody. It's Monday. It's June 1st. It's In the Neighborhood. And now it's craft time with Mandy Stobo. All right. Take me over to the table, you guys.
Sure.
All right. So I know a lot of you guys are thinking, well, I wanted to graduate, I didn't, or I'm about to graduate, I don't have a hat, And so today we're gonna make our grad hat. But first we're gonna make our trusty little paper towel rolls.
Yeah.
This is gonna be your diploma. So all you do is you take some ribbon and you tie it around.
That's what mine was worth. Yeah.
Exactly.
So you're just going to tie that around because you're going to want this in your photos. So there we go. There's the wonderful diploma. Okay. So what you want to do is you're going to take the color that you want for your cap. You're going to just, color it in. That's as easy as it gets. Wow. And then you're going to cut out two shapes. You're going to cut out one big square.
Sure.
And then you're going to cut out one long line with that little triangle down the middle, right? So. Okay. Let's pretend we've done that already, guys, right? We got a square, we got this.
Yeah.
So all you want to do is tape your long line. Yeah. That's going to be the bottom of your cap. So let's just quickly do that. What color were your caps, guys?
We didn't wear caps.
Yeah, we didn't have
caps. You didn't wear a cap?
No.
What?
No caps for us.
Didn't you?
Why? That only happened in the 80s or what?
Yeah. We couldn't afford it back. We couldn't afford it back in the 70s.
Because I'm pretty sure I had that thing dangling from I was gonna say my car rear view mirror, but I didn't have a car. But I had the grad tassel. You didn't even have a tassel, Jimmy?
No, not to university. No, not to university.
Really?
Yeah, we didn't have those hats.
Oh.
No.
Well.
Maybe.
And now you can make your own.
We made fun of those
people.
Which
is exciting. Here's the tassel. So you just want to put that in the middle.
Sure.
This is going to be amazing, you guys. You guys are going to be like, you're going to make a bunch of hats. And if anyone's looking for hats for Drive Through Grad, just send me a note and I'll make you one.
Oh, there's your hat.
Oh, that looks
great.
Right?
Back up tiny bit there, man. You got to drop
Doesn't
there.
look
That's
perfect.
Man, see? I would have worn one of those. Yeah. When'd you graduate?
So happy grad, everyone. When did I graduate?
Yeah.
2001, the year 2000.
Wow.
I'm not even.
Wow, 2001.
That's when my great grandkids graduated. Same.
Yeah.
Same year.
Isn't that a great craft, though?
It's really good.
It's great craft.
So all of you out there, let's see all your tiny grads. I want to see as many photos just like this as I can.
Yeah. I love. We had an employee that worked at Village. His name is Eric, and when you went to grad, you were allowed to bring something with you for your grad photo. He brought a beer because he got to finish work while he was at Village. Yeah, so he brought his picture as a picture of Village Blonde, which is pretty sweet.
Do you remember, Mandy, what was your grad song? Like, what song makes you think of graduating high school?
Yeah, we had, I'm pretty sure it was Green Day, The Time of Your Life.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. And then our theme was, the places you go.
Yeah, well,
so it was very Dr. Seuss.
Yeah. Something new, eh? Yeah. I think we did that for my daughter too.
Yeah.
Her high school grad.
It's a good
which is ironic because I think I have. I didn't do it today. I was going to do the places you won't go.
Or you can't go.
Or you can't. The places you can't go.
Oh, that's a funny idea. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's a good one. Oh, the places you can't go.
Let's write that book.
Yeah. That's written down here.
Book right now.
Yeah.
So is this show just a way for you to be able to come up with ideas that you can go and capitalize on, Dave?
Yeah. It's strictly a money-making.
He's going to leave us behind.
Yeah, that's my first book. Oh, the places you can't go. Got it.
Can we show the picture of my business advisor again, Mandy? It was that first shot of Jim. He's my this is the CEO that I have working with me here. And he's the guy there.
Just talk to me.
That's my business agent.
It's kind of Orwellian, that photo.
That's not a bad suit and tie combo, though, right? Like normally at that age, nothing fits you. So this is this is bespoke, man. I spent a lot of money after I delivered all those newspapers to buy this suit.
Mandy, do you have anything we can color today? Because I sure would like to look at some sort of coloring.
You know what? I do. I've got something for all you grads out there.
Oh, there we go.
Think about the future. Still put down your hopes and dreams. They will come.
Yes. Don't let all the madness of today get in your way.
And you know what? We need young people that are going to stand up and say, "What are you guys doing? Get away from the steering wheel. Would you just get out of the car, let us drive for a bit."
Yeah. You guys have messed it up just enough that I think we can still solve it.
Yeah.
Jim, even though it's been a crazy weekend, did you find the internet was still able to be funny? Did that work?
God, that was hard to do, my friend.
Was it?
Oh, it was hard. It's like I had to go through a battle zone to find the funny stuff. But I found some.
The internet is funny.
So this is kind of like, well done, Mandy.
That's my favorite part.
So today's a bit of a random. It's a random randos because it feels kind of weird still doing. And I'm going to be honest. There's looking in there for COVID-related internet is funny things. It feels like I think I got to find a new game. I got to change it up somehow.
All right.
But we're going to finish off with here are some good COVID ones. The truth is, it's not so boring at home. But it's interesting how one bag of rice has 7,456 grains and another bag has 7,489.
Right? It's so interesting.
So interesting. This
good.
one here's a scary one. Like, you can get punched out for this. You non-huggers out there better be ready when they let us huggers out of my house. Bag my groceries, get a hug. Hold open the door, get a hug. Make eye contact, get a hug. Don't do that yet. You might get choked. And this one here for those people that know what EBITDA is. EBITDA is a earnings before interest, taxes, and depreciation, amortization, and coronavirus. I was going to do the actual one, but then I thought might as well just read it.
So not only we got the joke and the play-by-play of Jim's brain at the same time.
Yeah. Okay, this one here, this is an early one. I had this in my files for a while. Thank God the virus because look how stupid this is. Like they're keeping you 6 feet going forward, but no, you could go all you want left and right. You could almost be kissing each other looking left and right there. That's dumb. All right. No hair salons, nail salons, or tanning beds. Some of you guys are about to meet your girlfriends for the very first time.
I agree.
And Mandy and Russ, you could probably attend to this one here.
I haven't seen
Here
that
in the
one.
time of coronavirus.
I like her eyeshadow too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, she's actually quite dull, and her hair is totally print.
The Mona Lisa looks like Bonnie Raitt. It's great.
Our last one by our good pals down in Texas, El Arroyo.
Yes.
There's no way that everyone was kung fu fighting.
Right, you can't.
No way.
Yeah, it's true.
That one might go over a lot of people's heads.
Yeah.
Unless you know the song.
Unless your grad picture looks like Jim's.
Unless your grad picture looks like mine. Russ, maybe you could, as a test, could you do it?
Could I kung fu fight?
No, I mean play the song. How quickly could you do? Everybody was kung fu fighting.
I can't. I don't know it.
No?
No, I'm sorry.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
See, that's why.
I don't know the guitar. Oh my gosh.
I think you just did. Wizard of Oz, or
something.
Yeah, you did graduate, Amanda.
I did.
Do we have now? I feel like we should see Mandy's grad picture. Mandy, do you have yours handy? Speaking of time of our lives.
The funny thing about this picture is it's just. I gotta get it handy. Just give me
I love that it's the proof, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the proof.
Yeah.
All I have is the proof.
You have to cut around the corner. You spotted that too, Dave? Well done.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Okay, I think we're ready to go. There I am. The proof.
Holston's is
very
happy.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
What a sweetie though, eh? Look at you. So
Oh, thanks guys.
So sweet.
You look very confident.
Oh, thank you.
You were ready to take on the world, weren't you?
I was.
Now, here's a cheesy question that they always ask people. But if you could give your grad self advice, Mandy, will you look at that picture? What advice now would you give her then?
Oh man, that's a deep question. Maybe
I know.
Jackson is definitely my hero, but maybe hold off on children. Maybe not right out of the gate. I'm just kidding, Jack. You're the best. I love you. I think be more confident in my choices. I kind of made a lot of bad choices to get here. So, but also I wouldn't change anything for the world.
Yep.
Maybe. So get out there, make your mistakes, fail as much as you can, have babies at a young age. It's all gonna work out. The future is yours.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Man, I felt like I was getting mixed messages there. I'm all befuddled.
Wow. That's so good.
I think that was
you know what though? There are people. Isn't it true that there are young people, any people, who get themselves into a crisis and you think this is going to be this way forever? And it actually isn't. And you do find your way. And even when things go south, and they always do go south, you could be Mandy Stobo. Who wouldn't want Mandy's life?
Oh, thanks, guys.
I want Mandy's life.
I do.
Me too.
Yeah.
If I could be married to Phil, man.
I know, right?
I like Phil. Okay.
I'm so lucky. Yeah, it is true. Great. And you can see it right now with COVID and with everything that's happening. I was telling Phil this weekend, like from having PTSD, everyone's in trauma brain. So they're like reacting before they process information, which is a very normal thing with PTS. So things are in place before they actually can see it on the other side of it, which is interesting. So that would be my message. Just, breathe. It's all going to be fine. It's all going to work out.
That's so great. And maybe not the kid thing right away. Just throw it in there. But
to each their own. It was the best thing for me. But we'll see. Jack's still not a fully developed adult yet. So we'll have to come back and see if it was great. Right. Great for him too.
Yeah.
Jimmy
seems to work for me so far.
So Jim, let's play that game. What would you, looking at your grad picture, what would your advice be to that kid?
Man, if I realized that I had, if I take the confidence that I have now, into situations back then, like you really actually do have everything's all set up for you, in life, bad or good, but like just take steps, move forward, make action. Don't be afraid. Don't worry about what other people think about. Don't worry about is it going to fail. Just do things, because it always works out in the end. Like the lesson, you either get a really big lesson or you made something great happen. But I just wish I wasn't so cautious younger, and which is funny if I give you a history of my life and all the trouble I've been in, you would think I took a lot of risks. But that would be my advice, and it's probably more or less was for myself, more for me looking at what's happening with kids these days. They worry too much about what other people think, and don't do that to yourself. Just if you want to do it, go and do it.
Yeah, it certainly would have been mine, for sure. What a lot of people have said to me, Dave, is it true that Russ Broom hung out with, who did he hang out with on his grad?
I couldn't find my grad.
His date.
Who's his date? We got a picture
his
of
grad
Russ.
date.
So, it's his grad date.
This is his.
Mandy, a picture of. I did a gig with Tom Cochran once. That's me and him, and apparently he was our valedictorian.
No, I think he should date.
I like the plaid shirt under the gown. It's so good.
Yeah.
So this is Mandy Stobo's. Okay, we might have touched up the picture.
I was ill prepared today. I couldn't find my grad photo.
What would you have said to yourself in grade 12?
Oh man, I'm gonna kind of expand on what Jim said. Work on your self-worth. That's something that I struggled with a lot in my 20s and 30s.
Yeah,
was just my self-esteem and my self-worth, and I was lucky that I was good at playing guitar, so I had all these opportunities sort of thrown my way that I never felt worthy of, and it took me a long time, till my early 40s, before I really sort of cut myself a bit of slack and actually let myself feel okay or feel worthy of the things that the opportunities I've been afforded. Like when I worked with Jan Arden, I would always assume that the guy in the opening band's a better guitar player and he'll steal the gig from me.
Which is a tough way to go through, right?
It's a tough, it's a hard way to do that. And then, because I lost my dad when I was quite young, I didn't really get a strong sense of self-worth and self-esteem and a real sense of grounding from that relationship. So, I would just say, don't forget to work on that while you're practicing the guitar, dumbass. Because that's something that I think it makes you make decisions that affect you badly over the years. And it can put you in situations that you don't want to be in. And, I think I would tell myself, just, step aside, take a couple days or as long as you need, and, try and feel worthy.
Yeah.
And give yourself some credit. So, yeah. That's what I would do. Anyway.
I like it. Well done, Russ. See what a positive morning we're turning this into? Because it is. Do you remember a teacher that really affected, not even just, like you talked a bit about your band teacher, would that be the person you'd say that was the grade 12 person or the high school person who helped your life?
Yeah, I had a couple. I had an English teacher who was just very open-minded and really supported anything that I was trying to do creatively. And that's huge. When someone gives you permission to follow your heart, or at least, give you the confidence to, you know what, you should do that. Those people are really pivotal. So yeah, my band teacher, I had an English teacher that was like that. He was great. So yeah, just definitely those were the people that sort of let me be me,
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to just pivot quick just for the heroes, because Mandy and I, how long do we spend talking about our hero today? Like 6 years, 7 years we've been working on this, Mandy. But when I graduated, the woman I took to the grad was Helen. Helen's dad was our janitor in junior high school, which I think, like looking back, imagine if you're at the school that we all went to. So you can imagine if you're a kid the janitor in junior high may or may not be the person everyone holds in high regard when you're in grade 7 and 8 and an idiot. And somehow Helen had this grace about her, and her dad was just always this guy that was around. And I always think that the custodians, the folks now that are wondering if they're going to have work, but also they're the ones that are going to be in ahead cleaning, and their job cleaning is going to be a lot harder than it was before all this. So for all the folks who are the ones who help keep our schools clean, Mandy and I were saying maybe they're the persons we should give our shout outs to today. Whoever you are, I hope you're able to get through this okay, but also thanks in advance for all the work you're going to have to do when our kids are going back to school, because that's not going to be...
Bravo. I still remember I had a great relationship with the guy that used to clean our high school.
Yeah.
And he was an older Italian guy, and he'd say, "Don't walk across the floor." And I'd stand there. I said, "Well, what do I do?" He says, "Turn around and go the other way."
I was really close with mine too.
Yeah, he was just joking. He'd say, "Okay, go around that side." But every time, it was his favorite joke.
Well,
I had an office in grade 12 because I was the president of student council. So I had a big office, and at the end of his work day, he would just come in, sit on my couch, and we would just hang out and talk. It was the best. And
that's great.
Thinking back now, it's super strange. But it was amazing. It was awesome. And every time we'd walk by each other, we'd high five or hug. And yeah, they're very special human beings. So thank you to all of you.
Yeah, they so are. We're going to talk grads all week. I don't know. Do we want to do a quick, let's see if we can, where's my shot? We might as well just really pick on the hair because it's dreamy. I remember working so hard to get the part really straight down the top of my head. That was a big deal. That couldn't be a winging it.
So there's a part there?
What do you mean? That's the best part. Look at that face. Oh, man.
But
when did they start coloring photos?
But how come your part goes like from the right to the left? Like, is it on an angle, or am I just seeing it wrong?
Yeah, you're seeing it wrong. I think that's the fold in the yearbook that I took the picture out of. Remember, and I used to have one of those wide tooth combs that you kept in your back pocket, and you'd comb it through, pick the thing, pull it apart. It was a big deal to look like that. Oh, and it's so funny. I think I would have, your comment about don't worry what people think of you. That's all I worried about. And I remember thinking that was just so goofy that it was such a big deal, what everyone thought and why I let that run my life forever. And I still kind of do. You think it doesn't have to be that way.
Yeah. What other people think of you is none of your business.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Anybody remember the speaker at their grad? I say this because people always ask me, "Can you please come and speak at the grad?" And I don't remember, but what I do remember is I was in charge of the funny speech, and I'd never spoken in front of a group before. I'd never done anything like this before. And look at we blew our budget. The grad committee did. Look at the sign we had up there. That's nice.
But it only says Congrad. You didn't have.
I know.
We can afford it. Maybe it's from a conga show they did.
They wedged the R in there.
But I remember I did that speech, and Mrs. Nagel came up to me after and said, "You're a good writer and you're a good speaker." And no one had ever told me that before. And it was a moment where I thought, hey, maybe, and again, I decided not to do that. Instead, I decided to go be a teacher, but whatever. It was the first time, like all of us have had, there's that teacher that spent a bit of time saying, you're good at something. You should do more of that, which was amazing for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my Mr. Baker. He was my math teacher, and he was tough as nails. But when I graduate and look back and think about all the classes, his was the hardest, but his was the one that I had the most sense of accomplishment from.
Mm-hmm. Really? Mm-hmm. Well, we want to give everyone that sense of accomplishment. Jim Button is going to come to your house and talk to you and help you with your homework, which is awesome. Thanks for doing that, Jim.
Yep.
Sweet.
Dave Kelly at kellybrothers.com. Just call me, go through my agent.
Jeb Fink used to, so when we were on TV, we used to often get calls to go do grads. And I remember Jeb got a couple, but then they stopped calling because his grad speech was go out and get married. Get it out of the way. That first one is a train wreck anyway. So just go get married. If you can do it this summer, do it this summer. And all the parents were horrified, but the kids loved it. But that was his speech.
I could totally see Jeb doing that too.
Yeah. It's nerve-wracking though. I got to speak to all the grads at my high school a couple years ago, and I have no problem performing on stage and stuff. I was so nervous. Yeah. It was crazy.
Because you know how important it was.
It was so important. Yeah. It was. Yeah, it's a hard one. It's a hard one. So I can't wait to hear yours this year, Dave. I'm very excited.
So am I. Drive Through Grad 2020. If you haven't registered, if you're a parent or a grandparent or a student graduating, we're going to put as many through a Drive Through Grad as we can in June. There it is. And 2020, put a 2020 at the end of it.
Oh, and then is it .com?
I think so. Yes, it is. Because we're going to come up with some way to have a grad for anyone in the city that wants one. Look at that. We have our own graphics.
And it's you've got like 5 or 6 nights already booked up, right?
Oh yeah.
It's a going concern.
It is. So there's a few spots left and we'd love to have you in. But it's and we're going to be talking grad throughout the week. This is going to be so awesome. So thanks everyone. Should we do a grad dance?
Before we do, can I show you guys one more thing for all the viewers out there that didn't get a photo shoot?
Oh yeah, so explain this.
These will be available online. They're just PNGs of a female and a male. And as you saw with Russ's grad pic, you can just put those over top of any photo that you like. So that'll be online. You can grab it. I think we should do it to as many people as possible.
I think so. And on Wednesday, we'll show off. Oh, and if people want to send in theirs on Wednesday, because we're going to find some celebs to stick their faces in there. But if anyone else has some, that can be Wednesday.
Yeah. Send me your pictures.
Yeah, and we'll show them off, even if you're not quite graduating or way past graduating.
Yeah.
Or if you're my dad who says, I got halfway there. I made it to grade 6. What else do you need? Right?
Is that where he went? He made it to grade 6?
Yeah, he did 3 years of it just to be sure he had it all in his mind. And then he said, okay, I'm good. Yeah.
So essentially grade 9, really.
Or grade 18 if you're multiplying. So yeah. Oh, man. Well, thanks, everybody. What a great way to get my brain in a bit better shape today. And I look forward to seeing everybody on Wednesday. And we're going to take tomorrow off just to get our grad pictures ready. Look what I got, Russ. I still have a sword to defend anything from your...
Fantastic. It looks huge on FaceTime.
Yeah.
Russ, you got your hair done.
I did.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
It feels so good. Yeah. Our stylist opened up her salon on Wednesday, so we were her guinea pigs. It was very awkward, but it was great.
Did you guys know? You remember when Josh did the at Notorious Hair Salon did his promotion,
right?
Yeah,
and raised money for the pediatric psychosocial oncology. He raised $2,000.
What?
Holy moly!
Yeah.
Awesome!
Yeah. Isn't that great?
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that good?
Good for him.
Good work, Josh. Notorious. Okay, let's dance a bit and then get our grad suits on for Wednesday.
Oh, grad suits.
Dreams come true.
That's it, Russ. Bring us home.
Whoa!
Oh, I like that last one.
I believe we just graduated, is what just happened.